Hey everyone, so let me ask you something. Have you been feeling unusually tired lately? Like genuinely exhausted, even after a full night's sleep? Maybe you get dizzy when you stand up too quickly, or feel short of breath after climbing stairs? If that sounds familiar, you could be dealing with low iron levels. I want to talk about this today, because iron deficiency is way more common than most people realize. We're talking about roughly 2 billion people worldwide who have iron deficiency. In the United States alone, about 14% of adults are dealing with this. And if you're a woman, the odds are even higher. Studies show that about 38% of non-pregnant women of reproductive age have iron deficiency. So today, I'm walking you through 5 foods that are scientifically proven to boost your iron levels. But first, we need to talk about something important, because it actually changes what you should be eating. Understanding the 2 types of iron. There are 2 types of iron you can get from food: heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron comes from animal sources: meat, poultry, fish. Non-heme iron comes from plants: beans, nuts, leafy greens. And here's the key difference. Heme iron is absorbed way better by your body. We're talking about 15 to 35% absorption for heme iron versus only 2 to 20% for non-heme iron. If you eat a serving of beef and a serving of spinach with the same amount of iron on paper, your body absorbs significantly more from the beef. That doesn't mean plant sources are useless. They're valuable, but you need to be smarter about how you eat them. Why iron matters. Iron is essential for making hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in your red blood cells. When you don't have enough iron, your organs, muscles, and brain get shortchanged on oxygen. That's where the fatigue, dizziness, and shortness of breath come from. Research shows people with iron deficiency also experience difficulty concentrating, irritability, and even depression. Some develop restless leg syndrome, which affects 32 to 40% of people with iron deficiency. Food number 1, red meat. Beef, lamb, venison. These are some of the richest sources of heme iron you can find. A 3-ounce serving of cooked beef gives you about 2.7 milligrams of iron, 15% of what most people need daily. And because it's heme iron, your body absorbs it efficiently. Here's something interesting. Red meat doesn't just provide iron itself. When you eat it alongside plant-based iron sources, it actually helps your body absorb that non-heme iron better too. You don't need steak every day, but incorporating red meat a couple times a week can make a real difference. Food number 2, lentils and legumes. 1 cup of cooked lentils provides 37% of your daily iron needs. Plus, they're loaded with fiber, protein, folate, and magnesium. Here's the catch: the iron in lentils is non-heme iron, so your body doesn't absorb it as well. But there's a simple fix. Eat them with vitamin C. Squeeze lemon juice on your lentil soup or serve it with bell peppers. Vitamin C dramatically increases non-heme iron absorption, boosting it by several times over. Third, dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. Spinach provides about 15% of your daily iron needs per serving. Plus, it's packed with antioxidants. Here's the truth, though. Spinach contains compounds called oxalates that actually inhibit iron absorption. So while spinach is great for you, it's not a magic solution for iron deficiency on its own. Cook it with olive oil and pair it with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or lemon to make the iron more bioavailable. Food number 4, shellfish and seafood. Clams, oysters, mussels contain some of the highest amounts of iron in any food. 3 ounces of clams gives you 28 milligrams of iron. That's more than 150% of the daily requirement for most adults. Fish like salmon and tuna also provide good iron amounts, along with omega-3 fatty acids for heart and brain health. The iron in seafood is heme iron, so your body absorbs it efficiently. Food number 5, nuts and seeds. Almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds. They're surprisingly good iron sources and incredibly convenient. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your salad. Snack on almonds. Blend cashews into smoothies. They're portable, don't require cooking, and give you healthy fats and protein along with iron. The vitamin C connection. Vitamin C is crucial, especially if you're relying on plant-based iron sources. It converts non-heme iron into a form that's easier for your body to absorb. Simple rule whenever you're eating beans: lentils, nuts, or leafy greens, include something rich in vitamin C in that same meal. On the flip side, coffee and tea contain tannins that inhibit iron absorption. Calcium can also interfere. You don't have to give these up, just consume them separately from your iron-rich meals. Have your coffee an hour or two after breakfast instead of with it. Getting help. If you're experiencing persistent fatigue, dizziness, or shortness of breath, talk to a doctor. Don't try to self-diagnose iron deficiency. Your doctor can run a simple blood test and help determine whether it's actually iron deficiency or something else. Iron deficiency can sometimes signal an underlying health issue, like internal bleeding or absorption problems. Those need medical attention, and depending on severity, your doctor might recommend supplements. The global impact. Iron deficiency is a massive global health issue. According to the World Health Organization, about 40% of children aged 6 months to 5 years and 37% of pregnant women worldwide have anemia. For children, prolonged iron deficiency can lead to developmental delays and cognitive issues. For pregnant women, it increases risks during childbirth. Final thoughts. Here's the bottom line. If you're feeling tired and dizzy, iron deficiency could be the culprit. And there are delicious, accessible foods that can help. Red meat, lentils, dark leafy greens, shellfish, and nuts and seeds give you a solid foundation for maintaining healthy iron levels. Remember, understand the difference between heme and non-heme iron. Pair plant-based sources with vitamin C, and time your coffee separately from iron-rich meals. And if symptoms persist, see a healthcare professional. Taking care of your iron levels isn't just about preventing fatigue. It's about giving your body what it needs to function optimally, to think clearly, to have energy for the things you love, to feel like yourself, and a lot of that starts with what's on your plate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.